Hi friends! Today for math, we are going to be learning how to subtract today. And we're going to be subtracting equations. So yesterday we did addition, we added and found the answers to some equations. But today we are going to subtract. Using some equations. So I want you to look right here. Here's our vocabulary word that we've had in the past, and it is subtract. Subtract is another word for take away. We're going to remove some of them, take them away. They are no longer. So you can see the picture of the hand there, and they're removing or taking away 2 of the red balls. And so there's only 2 red balls left, right? So they started with 4, they're sweeping some away, they're taking some away, and that leaves 2 left. That's what subtraction is all about. Okay, so I want to go to our new vocabulary word, which we introduced yesterday, and that word is equation. Equation. You know what an equation is? It basically is a number sentence. And it always has 2 parts. It has the part on the left side of the equals sign, and then the part on the right side of the equals sign. And the goal is to make them, in fact, equal. So we have whatever is over here, we need to find out what that equals over here. And that is what an equation is all about. Let's see. I'm going to erase my work here so that we can go on to our next thing. So today we are going to be working with a number line, but we're also going to work with just some objects as well, okay? So let's go back to the number line. Oops. Here we have our number line. And we can use some objects as well, because on our worksheet today, we actually only have objects to work with, right? So let's find we want our pet store, because we're still on the pet store stuff today. And which object should we use? How about some goldfish? That sounds like a good thing to work with today. All right, so let's make these goldfish just a little bit smaller. And let's say that I have 8 goldfish today. So I'm going to write 8 right here, and I have 8 goldfish that I'm going to start with, okay? And I'm going to subtract, here's my minus sign, we've talked about that as well, 8 minus 2 equals. So there's the start of my equation. It's not finished yet though, because I don't have the answer to that equation. I have to have both sides equal, both sides of that equal sign completed to have a full equation. So here I have my fish, and I need to have 8 of these fish. So I'm gonna make 8 of them. 1, 2, whoops. I accidentally hit the X button instead of the plus button. All right, so let's get our fish back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 fish here, and as you can see, I can line them up so that they go right with my number line. If I was doing this without any fish in front of me, I could use my pen, and I know that I'm going to start at number 8 right here, right? And because I'm using a minus sign or subtraction, it means that I'm going to move this way on the number line. I'm going to count back when I do subtraction. Count back. So instead of counting on, like we did yesterday with addition, we're going to count back because this is subtraction. So it says that I'm going to count back 2 spaces. So I would go back this way, 1, 2 spaces, and it leaves me with 6. 6 is my total. So what I could do then, if I'm just using my pictures down here at the bottom, I'm going to X out of 2 of those. So I'm going to get rid of 2. So if I sold 2 of my goldfish at the store, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goldfish left. So my answer is 6. So I'm going to write 6 right up here. Now my equation is complete. I have 8 minus 2 equals 6. It's a whole equation now. It's complete. All right, let me go through and erase all of my work here. And this time we're going to do a different equation. This time we're going to start with 7 fish, and we are going to subtract 4 fish and find out what that is going to equal. Okay, so first I have to have only 7 fish. So let's count those up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually have an extra one, so I'm going to delete 1. So I'm at 7 right here. If I'm just using my pictures right here, and it says I'm going to get rid of, so it says minus, that means I take away 4 fish, then I could just X out 4 of these fish, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I could count, I have 1, 2, 3 fish left. If I'm using my number line, I start at my number 7 right here, and I'm going to count back because it's a minus sign or subtraction. So I count back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that points right to the answer, which is 3. So then I can go in and write the answer to that equation, which is 3. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now the equation is complete because it's equal on both sides of that equals sign. Okay, I solved the equation. Very nice. All right, let's erase. And let's do a couple more of these problems before I demonstrate how you will do these on your worksheets as well. Okay, so let's do another equation. This time let's start with 9. If I have 9 goldfish and I subtract 3 goldfish, what will that equal? Let's find out. First of all, I only have 7 goldfish here, so I'm going to add 2 to make it 9. 7, 8, 9. If I start with 9 goldfish and I'm going to subtract or take away 3 of those goldfish, then I could cross them out. Ready? 1, 2, 3 goldfish is gone. Next, I would then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 goldfish left, right? If I were using my number line, I start at number 9. So I find number 9 right here. I know that I'm counting back because it's a minus sign. It's a subtraction, right? I'm counting back. So I'm going to count this way. And I'm going to count back 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 spaces brings me to number 6. Look at that. It's the same answer, number 6 and number 6. It's the same answer either way that I do this problem. So there's different strategies that I can do that get me to the same exact answer. So the answer to this equation is 6. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So that's the answer to my equation. And now the equation is complete because we have matching uh, matching sides, right? 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. Okay, I'm going to bring over your worksheets right here. These are what the worksheets look like for today. And actually, that's the second worksheet. So let's start with the first worksheet first. And as you can see, this is similar to yesterday's, except for we're doing subtraction instead of addition. So with subtraction, it's going to look just a little bit different because we are counting back, or we are removing items instead of adding items. We're taking them away instead. Okay, so looking at this first equation, it says 6 minus, minus 2. So we start with this 6 right here, and as you can see, they put the pictures in for you on this first equation. So they counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cylinders for you. So when we do addition, we're going to start with the first number, and that's how many objects we have. We are subtracting, we're not adding today, so we're not going to do any more. We're going to take some away. So minus 2. So how many do we need to cross out? We're going to cross out 2. So I cross out 1 and cross out 2. After those 2 are gone, then I can count what's left, and that's going to be my answer. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is my answer. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Okay, looking down at number 2 right here. Oh my gosh, I'm wondering if this is not recording my face at all. That's okay. I'm not sure if you can see my face or not because it's not on my screen, but hopefully you can at least see the pictures on here. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, so the next problem or equation we have, number 2, we have 7 hexagons. So we're starting with 7. Let's see if there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There sure is. We're going to subtract 5. So let's take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are left? There's only 1, 2 left. So we're going to write a number 2. That's the answer to that equation. Okay? All right, so let's do the next 3 problems right here. Now they have not done the pictures for us. And so because they haven't done the pictures for us, we can either draw in pictures, we could use a number line of our own if we made one, or we can use objects at home. That's always an option as well, okay? So for today's purposes and for this lesson, I'm just going to go ahead and draw some to show you. So we're starting with number 8 in this equation. 8 minus 0 equals how many? Okay, so we're going to write, I'm going to do some circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to take away 0. Well, 0, that means that I'm not going to take away any of them. So how many will I have left? Well, I have my full amount of 8 still left. So my answer is 8. Okay, next problem. We're starting with number 6 here. If I have 6, I'm going to do 6 squares. I'm going to try really hard to to draw squares with my mouse. That is not easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I have 6 squares and I'm going to take away 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, how many will I have left? I will have 1, 2, 3. My answer to that equation is 3. Okay, last one on this worksheet. I have 8 as my beginning number. I'm going to take away 1. So let's try triangles this time. Ooh, that's hard to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have 8 triangles and I'm going to take away 1, so I put an X through 1, that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. 7 is the answer to that equation. Okay, friends, there's one more worksheet. I'm going to do the first 2 with you here before I set you loose to do your own worksheets on the next couple slides. So right here we have, we're starting with the number 8 right here. And we're still subtracting, so that means we take away 2. So we started with 8 of these rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to take away 2. So I'm going to cross off 2 of those. How many will be left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer is 6. Okay, second problem before I set you loose. We're starting with the number 8. So we have 8 ovals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to take away 5 of those. So let's put X's through 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means I have only 1, 2, 3 that are left. So my answer is 3 on this equation. Okay. All right, friends, now it's your turn to complete these worksheets. And so I already did with you 7 of the 10 problems that you have to do. And so there's only 3 of them that you have to do all on your own. So remember that in Nearpod, for me to be able to see your work, you need to hit the submit button. So when you're finished with the worksheet, make sure that you hit submit so that I can see your work. All right, good luck, friends.